Arrest warrant has been issued for South Florida rapper Kodak Black. Officials say Bill Capri, better known as Kodak Black, violated the conditions of his pre-trial release. This mugshot is from his initial arrest last year when troopers pulled him over for driving with an expired driver's license and tags and found on him.
Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you. All right? This is just for come on, officially. All right.
Breaking news from Broward County. Kodak Black will officially be going to trial in late 2025 on felony drug trafficking and possession charges. Instead of entering a rehab program, the court has decided to move forward with a full trial. And let's just say Kodak did not take the news lightly. Pop me on TikTok Live. I'm absolutely losing it right now. This is Will. His is when the news really started to break. Inside the courtroom, quiet chatter between prosecutors and law officials made one thing clear. Kodak Black isn't getting another chance. No more rehab offers, no more delays. It's time to face sentencing. But the question now is, for how long? Meanwhile, body cam footage from Kodak's arrest is going viral online, adding even more fuel to the fire. This case just took a serious turn.
Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you. All right? This is just for come on, officially. All right. You know your license will good, but I'm not too worried about that. That's a secret.
What makes this case so serious is that Kodak Black was already arrested on this exact charge 2 years ago in a completely separate case, marking him as a repeat offender in the eyes of the law. Now, fast forward to February 28th, it was revealed that Kodak admitted to being under the influence of lean drink, but denied using any other substances, all while pleading not guilty to both possession and firearm charges. The stakes are higher than ever. This time, there may be no way around it.
I was on the, I was sleeping in front of my family house, bro. That's it. I was on that drink sleeping in front of my family house. But that ain't illegal. That ain't illegal. So all that's just the process. The process that it had to be any other mug shot. The process that even though like bogus plastered all over the internet. And on top of that, it's like, brother, I'm Haitian. I mean, and then it's just like my era, bro. Like, you better off.
Shortly after going live on Instagram, federal agents raided Kodak Black's Florida home. The rapper was arrested on the spot, and several items were seized from inside the residence. Surprisingly, despite admitting to everything on IG Live, Kodak's lawyer managed to pull off a major win, securing a deal that sent Kodak to rehab instead of serving over 2 years behind bars. It was a shocking turn of events, and a lucky break for Kodak.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in Orange after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pre-trial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month.
Unjust and not right about the situation.
Black, addressing the judge after the pre-trial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. You can get all that unlayered hair sample.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, with Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
However, after committing the same crime again in 2025, now as a repeat offender, Kodak Black is officially heading to prison. But to understand how much time he's facing, we need to rewind. The first time Kodak was caught on trafficking and possession charges, he was sent to rehab, not prison. That decision put his music career on pause for almost a year. No new songs, no IG Live. For nearly 2 years, Kodak faded from the spotlight, and many believed his time in the industry was over. But during rehab, something changed. He focused on himself. He worked out. He wrote new music daily. He turned his life around. And when he finally walked out of rehab, he wasted no time. Within a week, Kodak dropped his comeback track, Walk, which exploded with 33 million views and shot him straight back up the charts. But the success didn't humble him. It got to his head soon after Kai Cenat invited Kodak to appear on his live. But before pulling up to Kai's house, Kodak allegedly took an extracurricular substance. The result? A full-blown meltdown. Kodak was seen sweating heavily, swatting at things that weren't even there, and shouting random phrases all on live streamed out. It was a moment that made headlines and marked the beginning of his next downfall.
Everybody at times will feel good. That's what you say sometimes. Yeah.
thought his name was Bubba. Hey.
True Kodak Black fans were heartbroken. After watching him turn his life around in rehab, stay clean for 2 years, and make a powerful comeback, they couldn't understand why he'd fall back into old habits so quickly. Why was their favorite rapper already using again? The backlash was immediate. So the very next morning, Kodak hopped on IG Live to try and explain himself, hoping to clear the air and calm everyone down. But by then, the damage had already been done.
So y'all people that be doing that, y'all be on all type. Y'all be on shit all crazy stupid. But I tell you, one person, y'all be so hurt. Y'all wanna like it. Yeah. Everybody else who be coming right when they tell me, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they something, or they trying to come into a life some kind of way. I'm trying to they look even type of look. Yeah, I could come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, well,
with millions of fans disappointed by his relapse and the viral livestream meltdown, Kodak's image took a serious hit. That moment on Kai's stream made him look completely out of control, and unfortunately, things only got worse from there. Inspired by Kai Cenat's success, Kodak decided to start his own livestream channel. But instead of a comeback, it turned into another downward spiral. It didn't take long before viewers witnessed Kodak jumping on kitchen counters, mumbling incoherently, and not even speaking English. What was supposed to be a new chapter became another public breakdown live for the world to see. But this was only the beginning of Kodak Black's downward spiral. Not long after, he went live on Instagram again, but this time, it was deeply concerning. Looking visibly lost and drained, Kodak said on camera that he was just waiting to pass away. Fans were shocked. What started as wild behavior had now taken a dark and heartbreaking turn.
While we waiting, other people too, right? Other people, they don't know how to let time do its thing. Everybody like let time do it. Let time do this. What you call it? Whether it's heal or whatever, it's gonna let time do it. You gotta be patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. You know, and it makes absolutely zero sense, no sense at all, to try to approach the situation with any type of aggression. The whole world, everybody don't remember. Everybody, are we waiting? Are we down here waiting on one?
What made it all even more heartbreaking was the moment fans realized where Kodak's pain was coming from. He had read a viral tweet that hit him hard. It said, "Every time I see Kodak Black, I get so sad. That man has, like 4 baby mamas, and not one of you greedy women cares about him for real. Why aren't y'all helping him? You're probably just sitting around waiting for him to pass away." That tweet shattered him. Shortly after, Kodak went live on IG once again, but this time, he broke down in tears. Through the sobs, he admitted something that hurt more than any headline. He's never felt real love.
No girl treats you right. Never, bro. I never had it. I never had it. I never experienced love before. I never experienced it. I never experienced it, bro. I never experienced it, bro. I never did, bro. I never experienced it, bro. I never experienced it, bro. I never did, bro. I never had it. I never had it, bro. I never had it, bro. I never had it.
But the breakdown didn't stop there. It only fueled more viral tweets, each more gut-wrenching than the last. One read, "Every day I see a new video of Kodak strung out, not even acting like a human. Is somebody going to help him?" Another said, "Is anyone else scared that if Kodak doesn't get help soon, we're going to lose him?" The concern was turning into fear. Things were spiraling fast, and then came the lowest moment yet. A video surfaced of Kodak Black in the middle of the street, eating chicken off the ground. Dazed, lifeless, and barely responsive. He didn't look like a superstar. He didn't even look like himself. He looked like a zombie.
Take a seat next to him. Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother. Hold on, please. I want to drink that, bro.
Later in the Kanye West video, things took an even darker turn. Kanye pointed out that everything Kodak is doing online right now, all the erratic behavior, the breakdowns, it's all being recorded, and eventually, it's going to be used against him in court. To the judge, it's not entertainment. It's evidence proof that Kodak Black isn't fit to be out in the free world at this point. It's no longer a choice between fame or failure, it's rehabbed, or prison. But what happened later that night truly confirmed Kodak's downward spiral. He was seen pacing around his own room, rambling, claiming he's Drake's favorite rapper. Now that might even be true. But in this moment, it wasn't confidence.